Good evening. I'm Chanel, Vehicle Title Expert. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you in advance for subscribing. So, a few days ago, I did a short about getting your vehicle title and registered, getting that title work done as quickly as possible so that you can avoid possible unfortunate outcomes from delaying your title work. So, tonight, very briefly, I just want to talk more about that, about DMV deadlines as it pertains to your title and registration paperwork. I'm still seeing a lot of folks holding on to title work for whatever reason, long periods of time. And I just want to emphasize the DMV deadline. I want y'all to hold that in your thought process. DMV deadlines. Many states, have a 30-day grace period pertaining to your title and registration deadline. Some have less than that, okay, but the average time is 30 days. Some even have more, so you have an extra cushion to get that title and registration paperwork submitted properly. But what I really want you guys to really think about in this segment tonight is the process before your transaction gets to the DMV. That is very critical. I don't care if you buy from a private party or if you buy from a dealership. That part of your title and registration process is very critical, because if your transaction is delayed at the dealership level or through the private party level, by the time your transaction hits the DMV, it might be late. And guess what? The DMV could also have a backlog as well from processing title work, and that's going to make your transaction even longer. Okay, so what happens with the deadlines is once your title and registration transaction hits the DMV and it's already late, you are going to be looking at penalties. Penalties, a late fee, things of that nature, because you're already late in DMV's, guidelines. Okay. Not only that, but the DMV, if they have a backlog, is going to take them longer to process your transaction. Keep in mind, the DMV is not going to rush on your behalf. You may have a clerk here and there sometimes, depending on your state. They might help you out, and bump things up a little bit, but that's going to be very rare. Very rare. They have other customers ahead of you. Sometimes the backlogs are very lengthy and they just have to work through the title work the best that they know how. So I want you guys to do yourself a favor. Make sure, if you can, that your title process goes through as smooth as possible before you get to the DMV level, before you get there, okay? Because if not, you're going to find yourself in a title delay. You're already late, but it's going to get worse. So you really want to avoid that as soon as possible. I did share in a prior video that if you purchase from a dealership and that dealership is asking you for, certain documentation or information, give that dealership what they are seeking. Don't ignore the dealership. Don't delay. Don't drag your feet. Give them what they need, because if that dealership does not get what they need from you in a timely manner, guess what? Your paperwork is going to be sitting. And if your paperwork is sitting, it's not going to get to the DMV, and it's not going to get to the DMV in time. So you're going to be upset with the overall outcome of how long it's going to take for your transaction to be done. And also, the DMV is going to penalize you for getting that vehicle title and registered late. Okay. And if you buy from a private party, same thing. Get that information, that's required up front. Get it from the seller. If it's something you need from that seller, make sure you get that information from the seller up front, and prevent that back and forth. Just get it done, and go to the DMV accordingly. So I just wanted to share these tidbits with you guys. Be proactive. Don't wait until your transaction gets to the DMV and just sit around and hope everything goes through smoothly. But do your part, be proactive, and try to take control of that title process before you get to the DMV. If you're not sure of the documents that you have, maybe you think something is missing or maybe something is wrong, or you're not, aware of the title process, feel free to reach out to a tag and title agency, such as mine at Wisdom and Authority Title Solutions, and you can definitely get that help that you need prior to going to the DMV. If you have any concerns or questions, feel free to drop me a line below or visit me at wisdomandauthority.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please check me out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.